Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans and Randomania fans. Thank you so much for joining us as we return to the Final Fantasy Randomizer community races. Tonight, we have a special treat for you all. We're showing off some of our alpha features, some of our works that are in development and getting a lot of play in the community. We're going to see features such as mixed spellbooks, so that level 1 nuke might be learnable by the white mage. That level 2 Cure 4 might be able to get picked up by the black mage. Or maybe it'll just be kind of roll a little vanilla. We have pretty standard stuff otherwise than that in the shuffled sections and the treasures and incentivizations. We've all seen the lovely blurst items where gear can roll up or down by a factor of basically 1 all the way up to +5 or -5. Today we're going to be playing with it a little bit because we have sliders that are going to allow our weapons and armor to roll only as low as -2 and only as high as +4. But if you're interested in playing more with those features on the alpha site itself, they go all the way down to -9 and all the way up to +9. It can get pretty exciting when you find that Masa +9 or even a Flame Sword +7 can carry the day for you. We also have pretty standard entrances. We are going to see a return to the 2019 Spring Tournament flags with a town shuffle, so we may not have access to the early magic. We'll definitely get to level 1, but Provoka and Elflin may be locked behind the airship. We have the fun option now of playing with our boss scaling. So typically in the past when we've clamped enemies or clamped bosses, the floor for that clamp is 100%. So if we clamp it to 200, it's somewhere between 100 and 200%, meaning that vanilla 2000 HP Chaos is going to have at least 2000, but up to 4000 HP. Tonight we're playing with a floor at 110%, so a little bit above a standard clamp, but not too crazy. But again, if you got a little more excitement, want a little more adventure, you can, for yourself, roll that floor all the way up to 500% and be playing with a 10,000 HP Chaos if you want to. We're going to be playing fast and loose with orb progressive XP, so key items are going to be important for getting into the dungeons, exploring the world, but they are not going to be required to see our XP go up. Instead, for every fiend we kill and every orb we light, we're going to get a bonus of 25% extra XP. In addition to that, going back to that feeling of spring 2019 with the band and forced classes, while we don't have a band class, we are seeing the return of 2 forced party members. You see it on everybody's screen. That black belt and that black mage were forced by the seed. It could have been any melee, it could have been any mage. But our seed decided black belt, black mage. The other 2 party members that they took are up to them. So open choice there for those middle 2 slots. We're going to see one of my new favorite features, buy quantity. So no more buy 10, just buy 99 if you want right out the gate. And we're also going to see a few experimental features. One of which is shuffled Astos, literally probably my favorite flag. Any NPC you talk to turn in an item could be Astos. And one of our developers, Wild Ham, has done the legwork, and every time they turn it in, so if they turn it into Matoya, he has custom script written into the randomizer, sort of like fun little jokes of what Astos says as he pops out and reveals himself. I've seen it. My favorite so far has been finding Astos as the Elf Prince. You turn in the herb to wake up the prince from the curse of Astos, and this whole time it was Astos all along. And last but not least, the final experimental flag that we're playing with is buffed pirates. So no longer are those pirates necessarily safe, they're going to be dangerous. And before we drop the gates, I want to introduce my comms partner, Magus. Are you here with me, buddy? I guess you're not here just yet, but when you come back, we're going to jump into it. I'm going to drop the gates, and we will get these runners off and going. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I know I'm excited.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, there you are. How you doing, Magus?
Fine, considering I had to literally modify my old headset mic because my good microphone decided to stop working. Don't know if it's the USB cable or if it's the other thing, so sorry, y'all.
I appreciate you getting it working and hopping in the booth with me. So we see our runners off and going. We're going to see those mixed spell books. We're going to see what's for sale. And we have white magic. Looks pretty similar, but we have Saber, level 1 white magic. And we have level 1 life and black magic. So
Oh, you missed one of the others. Exit.
Exit's good. Yeah, we were talking about the mixed spell books. So seeing white magic in the black magic shops and white and black magic in the white magic shops. We also see white locked life 2. So 2 level 1 life casters if you brought a white mage. We know the black mage was forced.
Of course, of course. Also, not to mention that they have a thief, or at least a few of them do, so that will be very nice as well.
Oh yeah, when that thief promotes and gains access to the ninja spells, they will also have 3 life casters if that's the party they ran with. Yep, so folks like Darren Dry's up in the top left, we're going to see him with 3 life casters if he promotes with that black belt. We'll see if and when people decide to promote. Rube's also running. Actually, it looks like everybody will have at least 3 life casters if they promote. Rubes and Demon Frog will have the life casters without the promotion, having the mage heavy party. And we get our first look at a key item, and it is the Ruby from the King. So what?
It'll be interesting to see who does and does not decide to promote. And hey, we found the bridge.
Always wonderful to find a bridge in a box. And down goes Garland for Rubes and DVS. I didn't see anything particularly nasty there. Davis gets his ruby, and the princess gives over the ship. So not too bad of a start here. We're gonna have immediate access to check out the Provoca location. Hopefully it's Provoca, hopefully it's Elfland, maybe Crescent Lake. Get another one of those key items out of the way.
What, you don't want the early Lefane or the early Onrak and force a dive?
It would be, I mean, if we got an early Oxiel, a cheeky Onrak dive would be interesting. We do have incentive Sea Shrine, so our incentive locations tonight, we're looking at the Ice Cave, we're looking at Castle of Ordeals, we're looking at the Titan's Trove. So that Ruby also nets us 2 key items. We do have the free canal turned on. We also have incentive Earth Cave, incentive Sea Shrine, and incentive Sky Palace, as well as Canaria Locked. So those are all those vanilla locations where you get like the TNT, the Adamant, the Slab, the Ruby in the Earth Cave. So going to be interesting to see how our routes diverge, because 3 of those locations are going to be duds. We have more incentive locations than we have items to put in those boxes. So I would absolutely love to see someone find, and look at that, we have Davis breaking out of the Inner Sea and finds Gaia and Melmond. Rubes finds Onrak in Elfland, so you may just get your wish after all, mages. But one of my favorite things that could happen is with these dud locations, and we have buffed pirates on, so we can see our runners get absolutely bodied by these buffed pirates and be rewarded with just a simple 3 gold or a tent for their effort. But because we won't know until we take those pirates out, and there's Lefane, and I believe that was the purple. I believe that's Purple Town is what? I'm assuming that was the Onrak location. I missed that. I missed where that was. But Davis checking out Sarda gets the floater. So that's exciting.
Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. And with that floater, I'm assuming we do not have the, free docks on. And if we're playing Alpha, go ahead.
Our tracker Shadowed Flames, who's just earning that MVP tracker medal for the FFR community, points out to me that it was Lefane at Provoca, so we have all the lake towns early. We need to see
Yay!
we may still have something at Onrak. I mean, Onrak is going to be Crescent Lake, or I guess it could be Melmont. I was going to say it could be Crescent Lake, Provoca, or Elfland, but it could be Melmont. We still got to see what the Crescent Lake location has and the Onrak. But we have a floater. We've got a bottle.
Let's go Melmond.
So the bottle is interesting because we have
Gaia.
Yeah.
You and I are thinking the same thing.
Yep, and it looks like Davis is heading back there now, so we're gonna get to see what that bottle turns into. And as far as our map progression, that's a good point. It looks like on these flags we are running with standard open and northern and extended open. So basically our runners are free to go everywhere, but we will need the canoe.
For the airship.
Yeah, we will need the canoe for the airship. We don't have the dock on at the Ryukon Desert.
Which I might add, and I know you're probably a fan of it, I'm probably a fan of it, a lot of our, runners have been a fan of it, finally separating extended open progression from the, from the major style, aka early Elfland, and the desert. And I think we're all happy to see that. That's so much more interesting routing, and on DVS's side, we're just about to see the ferry item.
And it's Oxyel, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so that mermaid play, and with the level 1 exit, I think you gotta just go for it. The encounter rate it's not terrible.
Oh, not only that, but they also have Life and Life 2. So they can get in there, they can check a lot of stuff. Quad X was what? The only major sweeper we found so far? And even then, that's not a sweeper, but true kill spell?
It's the most effective kill spell we have so far. And it could be our only ticket. So if the Gur Sharks rolled down, we might be able to pop in and sort of like dig around and find them. And if they're kind of early, that might be a good way to get a few levels, make us a little more survivable should we find a nasty ghost pack, a nasty seafood party pack.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, it would be the best option. Grab a... they have a Force Black Belt. Mm-hmm. They have at least a Force Black Mage. Black Mage has life. Was Quad X on the Black Mage spell list?
Yes, the only black magic on the white spell list was Saber at level 1.
Okay. Then, worst case, they could always just stand the two, other party members, pick up, if they can find some Quad X, get some quick EXP on that.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And go from there. I mean, they need the orbs, but even then, it's good EXP early.
I'm gonna pause you real quick, Mages. Davis, along with a few other runners, have located the cube for sale in the Onrak shop for about 14 grand. I don't like the play of walking away from it right away because, it's right there. It's for sale. I know it's not going to lead to more XP, but get it while we're here, and you can get the money probably by jumping into
Sea Shrine
and digging out that mermaid floor. Because where we're going here to Crescent Lake, yeah, we're getting another town, but if this is Provoca, it's it's level 2 magic, but we got buff pirates standing in our way. So I could see it kind of going either way. If there's a sweeper here that could make that sea shrine fun.
You called it!
Look at that. My brain's so big, Mages.
Oh, hey, let's see what we've got. Also, DVS is almost flat broke, so...
At least he had enough money to stay at the end.
Yeah.
And Quad X isn't going to get it done on these pirates, and we don't have enough money to buy magic. There's no way 18 gold's going to get us that Fade.
God. And Cure 4.
Yeah, but Fade is a little more important right now. And Ice 2 isn't bad. At least we have a sweeper in both schools. And
also, the Soft isn't bad either, since, I don't know about you, but I didn't check the price of Soft Potions, but that is really, really, really useful. Players really drastically underestimate how much Soft and
the Pure spell?
Yeah, how good they are.
Yeah, Soft and Pure, they can be run savers. Especially if you don't have access to money in the early game, like Davis is lacking here. But I like this giant fight. Giants have a lot of good money to give. So this is the $900. That's going to get us a Fade shot and that Ice 2. And Fade and Ice 2 might be enough to cut through some buff pirates. The biggest upside to the buff pirates, should we take them out, they're going to give really good XP. It would be nice to see if there's like a level 2 Cake or Bane, because even though the pirates roll up, they're usually still pretty susceptible to those low-level sweepers. So
I mean, Fade is an option, as is Ice 2.
I'm
But I
telling you,
agree
like
with
I'm
there.
telling you, I've seen pirates with like 600 HP.
Remember,
and they hit.
old
Oh,
school
here we go.
Pirates with nuke.
Darren
Remember
Dries.
that.
We're firing off some fades. And look at that, they're punching for 49. They've got gaze, so as far as skills go, there could have been worse, but we see this fade just bouncing off. Okay, it looks like they got around 240 HP.
I saw one at least go down to 300, so I estimate, around there. And one of them did survive at least 220, so I'd put it at that mark perfectly, man.
Yeah, they were, it was somewhere between 220 240, so Darren Dries and Davis going to be our first runners to get through this. Things are going a little sideways. It looks like we might have ran out of... Okay, we're going with the quad X strats. This should get it done. And
also, can I ask a question? Ooh, Slab on DVS's side. And what's up with the Keller palettes on Demon Frogs and DVS's side? Looking like the mountains are a bit more mountain colored instead of white. Just standard color palette change, I guess.
So Demon, I know this happened during spring tournament. A few of our more creative folks, Sealy Faye and Black Knight, came to work together to come up with some really awesome overworld sprite changes. So you might see that the overworld on Demon Frog's screen looks a little bit like that FF4, that free enterprise game that is just, I mean, a ton of fun from what I hear, and it looks really sharp on the game, but that's like
it does.
Yeah. So we got a slab. So slab's not bad. We need to find Melmond, but that could be an on-rack. So I think if you're Darren or Davis, making the haul to on-rack might be the next play, because in Town Shuffle, town knowledge is the most important thing for me, and Demon Frog grabs his slab off Bicky and his buff boys, those pirate lords. So these Pirates of Provoke have rolled in, and they mean business today.
Oh, I agree with you. With what we have information-wise, progressing, at least in my opinion, is probably going to be in that
Demon Frog
or the slab tournament would probably be possible for progression. Is Earthcave incentivized?
It is. It is. And Demon Frog found one of my favorite pieces of Blurst armor for sale. Wooden armor +4. Wooden armor is, to quote the venerable Edgeworth, it's just enough for your thief to survive Marsh and then get blown up later in the game and go to sleep. But wooden armor +4, that's pretty okay. That's like bordering like vanilla chain. And if you could throw that on your thief, like, yeah, let's rock that. Because chain armor is serviceable in-game armor with certain percents, and these boss percents are pretty high. We're clamped at 110 as a floor, but we can get some stuff done with that.
Only 110. Either way, I do agree on that one.
Yeah, so the floor is 110. The ceiling on that clamp goes all the way up to 250%. So our chaos is...
I was agreeing with you on the floor base of 110. I mean, normal clamp is what, 100? I would have just dropped it to 150, but we're being nice on them. But community's being nice on it for this race.
And Darren, our first runner to make the on-rack play. I love it. I love it. I love it. Show me what you got, Town, and be Meltmond or Elfland or Crescent. Either one is a win.
We got Elfland!
That's a win. We got 2 levels of magic here. We got levels 1 through, and there's Fast and Warp and Cure 3. That's real good black magic. And Darren Dries, without the red mage, doesn't have to like... Wait, let me go check out what white magic is before I come back and buy magic. So you can just get it out right and... Cure 2,
good.
It's fine.
Well, Fear, but Fear isn't as good as it used to be back when the morale stat was in the scalable stats.
And there's our Fire 3 and Cake and level 4 white magic. somebody tell Dangwoo the cake's getting a little burnt with that fire 3 and heal 3.
Heal 3.
Heal 3, lightning 2. So we're running out of money, and we don't have that
money fast.
And we don't have that canoe to get up to the waterfall. So Elfland's nice, but it's not what we're looking for. As Demon, the absolute madman, is making the play that we talked about 5 minutes ago.
Agreed. Also, steel +4. Even with the increase to, the decrease to the evade penalty, that actually does make that steel armor pretty decent. Because the main drawback is just the huge evade penalty.
Yep, and for Davis, that's going to be really nice to find. That's in-game armor. Him being the only runner to bring a fighter. And it looks like he's going to make the Earth play as Demon gets the canoe.
Wow.
And he's just going to be able to exit right out of here, save, do the waterfall while he's here, and exit out of there, and then go get his airship and deal with this whole continent dungeon thing later.
I mean, where was Onrak again?
Onrak is in Elfland. It's Elfland location.
Okay,
oh right, yeah. So yeah, he's not gonna do waterfall. You're right. Town shuffle. Derp.
It's okay. We all forget. But no, we'll probably leave the ship where he is and immediately sail over, pick up the airship, then immediately check. Just taking the ship there.
Yep,
Either
we're gonna
way,
go to
we'll see it that way.
Yes, sea's a little bit quicker. The boat travels a little bit, not necessarily a little bit faster than walking, but without encounters, it feels like it goes faster.
That is very, very true. Very true.
And it's got that kind of bounce to it. Just like, look at it, just rocking them waves. Here we go.
Also, great music too.
So 17 minutes in, Demon Frog, our first runner in the air. Who knew frogs could fly so quickly?
I'd make a Yu-Gi-Oh joke here because there's actually a card with frogs flying, but anyway,
are they demon? Are they demon frogs that fly?
I actually think they might have one. Oh!
Gold bracelets and pro rings. So, and even the gold bracelet, we got a bog standard gold bracelet, no plus or minus, and there was a +2 silver bracelet for like half the cost. It's not necessarily the good alternative here, and we got level 6 Bracken White that will be white mage or white wizard locked
at top slot in black magic, so that is learnable.
Let's see what these old men are holding on to. My money is on a dud. Oh, we got the herb. Okay. So all of our dud locations may be fallen into dungeons, so that leaves Melmond in Lefane. So we'll be able to get the slab turned in, find out what the Lefinians are holding on for us in Provoca. Davis running the 3-man. I don't think Ale the Black Belt's coming back up anytime soon for him.
Oh, definitely not. I think they're just immediately dropping out as a Dan, hopefully finding the equipment. There's a lamp to staff on that one. Still decent.
I mean, sure.
Let's see. Is the vampire going to be any major problems tonight? Let's see. With some fade.
Good night, vampire.
We hardly knew ye.
And there's the in-game item. There's the loot, and what the herb turned into? Tail.
A tail.
So Demon Frog has a decision to make. When do I promote? Do I stick to this black belt, or do I embrace? No, wait. I believe he's running black belt rainbow, so he's probably going to hang on to all of that for the time being.
Very true. Also, do we have the black belt scaling for MDef reversed?
No, it is the vanilla MDef growth. So
they're getting the 4, so yeah, you're sticking with that one until you need it.
Absolutely. And here we go back into Onrak. We're going to find Elfland for Demon Frog, and he's going to buy some magic. Davis, happy with his loot, going to go back into the Inner Sea. Darren on his way down to check some boxes in Earth Cave. He will make his way down to the Vampire to find his loot. And what's Rubes up to?
I mean, I guess would you call that Vampire an undead musician?
I mean, he's a rock star. I mean,
He's Elvis. He's Elvis.
I mean, it's probably one of the reasons he and Lich aren't getting along so well, and they put that plate up to separate their apartment. He just won't stop playing that guitar all night.
I mean, I'm surprised you don't see Lich just banging on it. Cut down that rocket shoe!
Yeah, and then the passive-aggressive vampire leaves a note on the rod places like, don't go down there. There's something evil down there that doesn't pay his rent. And a fog +2 hammer, that's fine. A +2 Thor hammer is pretty good.
Especially with fog on it, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, fog actually being a very good buff spell as far as...
Yeah.
Is
it would be
or evade? No, I'm thinking
it increases the absorb. It would be nice if it was a fog 2 hammer, but it's a fog +2 hammer. So it's just the single target fog spell, not as good, but
still useful and still castable even at the end game.
Of course. And Davis doubling back to Onrak. I wonder if he's going to make the play to go to the mermaids and get his canoe so he can hop into the air. He did acknowledge the cube that he could not buy. And Darren making the full clear here of Earth so far. I wonder how many boxes he's going to check beyond this floor. There's pretty decent chest density in some of these checks on Earth 1 and 2. I don't see him checking many boxes on Earth 3. But we'll see. Maybe we'll just grab a couple greed boxes along the way. Demon trying to make his way through the waterfall. And it's always fun to see the standard vanilla waterfall. The past few weeks I've been doing a lot of pickup races and running with the proc gen, so it's always so it's always nice to see. Oh yeah, the long hallway waterfall.
I mean, it's always nice to see. Looks like we're seeing all of our runners converge on the mermaids, which is going to be an excellent play for all of them to get the airship.
Demon nursing probably about a 6-minute exploration lead right now, just by virtue of he got into the air 7 minutes ago. That's the only way I'm coming up with that number. Obviously, it's way too early to call any sort of lead right now.
Agreed.
Especially when Darren is the only runner on stream to be opening boxes in Earth Cave and finding an Opal +3 bracelet.
Oh, that is huge.
That is, I mean, with the cap on these flags being +4, that is as perfect as it could get for mage armor right there.
And we just found one of our dud items in the robot. It's money. Ooh.
Alright, so if you're Demon Frog, I guess I'm gonna assume that his next play here is probably to Castle of Ordeals.
Probably on that one. Although we did see DVS pick up the cube, which is an actual nice thing on that one, as I believe he's the first runner on stream to buy the cube.
Yep, he definitely is the first runner on stream to buy the cube. We still need to see the ice incentive, and we need to see what's in Ordeals before we start diving dungeons. I wonder if any of our runners are going to go and maybe try to clear the volcano, or maybe make a cheeky play into to finishing the left side of C. We're still looking for the chime to get into the
Sky.
Yeah. So, and without the rod, we can't go any further. But so Demon has not done the slab translation yet either. We could be working with the vanilla chime here too. So lots of stuff still to be figured out.
Looking like trolls are quad Xable. At least I saw 2 of them go down on that one. I didn't see if Demon had to hit them with spells or not first. But either way, that is some good tasty EXP. And I'm guessing probably for those that are sticking with the black belt, they'll probably head over to Volcano, as it's a quick dungeon. They can get through, get that boosted 25% with the orb light, and then go from there.
Yeah, it's a lot of. There's some good spike tiles to check that are basically free to check, and yeah, if you're gonna commit to the black belt, I don't know about committing to any sort of grind, but like you said, before any orbs are lit, and right now that is That and Sea Shrine are the only orbs we can light at this point. And Darendry is showing off one of our new fun percent flags. He finds not the vampire's loot, but the vampire's bugle, which makes even more sense for why he and Lich aren't talking anymore. As he plays that bugle every morning at dawn and every night, plays taps, and it's probably just too much for Lich.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
That's probably why he looks like that. It's all a mess.
Agreed. We'll probably see DVS after picking up their herb. I believe it's from the sages. So they're going to the wise men. The wise men are giving, their medicine, in a sense, to heal up the prince instead of Matoya tonight. So we'll see DVS immediately exit out, go turn to the herb, and then immediately fly over to the Cardia Islands.
He's going to probably be our first runner to clear out Cardia and promote. He may be our only runner to promote at this point.
At least on stream. At least on the restream on that one. However, have we seen any good equipment for that soon-to-be night?
Not yet, but Davis I'm sure will open some boxes when we get any access to Mirage Sky or Left Side of Sea. And we're going to find out here in the Cardia Islands, a lot of boxes down here to open as Demon Frog meandering through the Pillar Maze, looking to make pretty short work of it. I think he's only got a couple more choices to make.
Yep, at the three or four pillar entrance either way. Let's see, will he get it?
Yeah. I always take the third pillar, man. Third pillar's best pillar. See, third pillar's best pillar.
That is definitely a warp. But ooh, finding, is that Astos in Bahamut?
So, not only in order to get promoted, you need to talk to Astos. You need to do your annual performance review with Astos, and he's not really having a good day. So.
Oh, and as Gloomshoe is pointing out, that night will have Saber.
Mm-hmm.
So does not have to worry about not having a power bonk at present or some form of temper, because that's a. Oh, wait. Did they get promoted? Yes, they did.
Oh, with the shuffled Astos, there is some. They appear to be bugs, but the game works as intended. I've seen Astos at Dr. Un, and when you turn in the slab and translate it, he attacks you, and you keep the slab in your inventory even though it gets translated. So, Rubes finds iron gulls as Demon gets through the pillar maze here. And I'm wondering if these iron gulls... Where did he find these? Did he find these in the...
We'll see in a minute.
He checked the mud goal tile. The one that not a lot of people check.
I forgot Trap Tile. I mean, it is a linked chest, so most people forget that it's there because it's a linked chest to the chest up here. But, Massa! But it rolled -1.
Hey, -1 Massa is still better than any other sword in the game.
Agreed on that one.
I mean, now if our Vorpal rolls +4, we might have some decisions to make when we get to Tia Chaos. So Chime, so we are literally a key from Go Mode. Key and Rod. And Demon Frog gonna go back for those Gurmadusas and get some cheeky levels here. Oh no, I'm sorry, they were Whizvamps and Vampires.
Still a good Trap Tile on that one. Though, I'd make the joke about why do we need the key when we have a crowbar? But I guess we couldn't, find a good spot to
because the door is trapped, and if you don't have the key to unlock it, the trap springs, and Garland gets sent back in time 2,000 years, and you gotta start this all over again.
I mean, you're already 2,000 years in the past, but still.
Yeah, it goes 2,000 years farther back into the past. It's just like a Benny Hill bit.
And also, it looks like Rubes is opting to take some of those Iron Gulls. Make the comment of maybe we should try out the Iron Gull Heavy Metal Championship at some point. I mean, he's certainly enjoying picking up some Iron Gulls.
And if folks out there are watching here on the YouTube or here in the Randomania chat and are interested in what we're talking about, the Iron Goal is sort of a ongoing, just very casual, organized race league on the FFR server. Lots of fun, crazy flags and different things people do. I know Zenobian is a big fan of trying to get people to do 2 seeds, 1 controller. Basically, you play 2 games at the same time with using 1 controller for inputs.
I mean,
that's definitely the one end of the spectrum. Sometimes it's just like, hey, let's have a race with these fun alpha features and see what happens. And sometimes you find a bug.
I mean, I would do 2, seeds, 1 controller, but my PC would probably crash and burn if I tried to do that. However, I do find it amusing that the last time that they tried it, neither of them decided to actually turn down the response rate, because I was on the call for that one, and I think we actually ended up, suggested it to them, and they had a, why the heck didn't I think of that moment?
So if you're interested in Iron Goal, we not only have that's just ongoing all the time, but now with the co-op tournament in its finals, we are going to start the FFR Double Dragon Tag Team division.
Don't forget the hardcore for those who love blind flags as well.
Yeah, and then on Saturday nights, there's the weekly hardcore race where everybody jumps in, they have no idea what they're getting, and it's just sort of like if you're familiar with like the Z3R, like the mystery seeds, it's kind of like that. Lots of fun stuff happening. If you join us on the Discord, if you want to find that link to the Discord, you can just go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. It's right there on the front page. We're more than happy to have you. And there's the Fall League.
Ooh, also, we missed it, but in Melmont, we have Invis 2 and Locked.
So, Invis 2 going to be locked out of everybody but those white mages until promotion. So, when DVS gets there, he'll be able to buy it.
I think that was Black Magic. Is
okay.
The closest shop to the entrance?
Well, even if it's White Magic is the closer entrance, but even if it was, I saw it in the second slot. So
you
Red Mage
correct,
only gets. Yeah,
you are correct.
Yep. Oh, and it's level 5 nuke in White Magic, so that is going to be locked to everybody but the White Mage. And yeah, and Viz 2 is going to be locked out to the Red Mage, but once it promotes, it will be able to learn it. So.
Also having access to Lock, which Lock in and of itself is a very good spell.
Absolutely. Especially with these clamps, if those Topher bosses roll high evasion, Lock is the only way to get that down other than just praying for a crit loop or something.
I mean, we did have a boss chaos in the last Iron Goal, Iron Goal hardcore race, where I believe that was how they had to win it, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah, it was, I think that was 2 weeks ago, and then we saw the luck of the Bloodworth roll in. First turn X for Chaos, first turn Brack, and then second turn Brack Chaos, so.
Actually, I think it was turn 1 on both of those, but either way, wow, Thundercloud had to basically get a crit loop to win, but yeah, that was an excellent one. If you guys haven't seen that one, go back, watch it after this race, of course. But we found the Adamant.
So that's exciting. That's our first new key item in a while. So that's what our slab turns into. Is the Adamant going to be our missing rod or key? Yeah. As Rubes grabs his... Oh, Demon Frog snubs the Hooray Dwarf. You hate to see it.
And it's the crowbar, the rod.
Alright, so that means Key is in Sky? Or Ice? Sky or Ice?
Volcano? Has that been a...
No, Volcano's not in Cinema. So it could be... Yeah, so it's in Ice or Sky because it's not going to be locked behind itself in the Canary locked location, and those are our last three. So 50-50. I think you gamble on it being in Sky because you got to go there anyway.
Sky's got a lot of treasures. It's very close. However, they do have warp, so the fact that they can check Ice very quickly is tempting as well.
True. It's still a long walk.
Oh, that is true. That is very true.
I mean, and if the packs and ice rolled nasty, it can be frustrating. The encounter table seems to be pretty okay, but and level 8 in Viz, and Darren finds Xfer in level 8 Black Magic, so I think he's our only runner to check out
I think you are right there.
the level
However,
8 of Fane.
Demon's side, with that rod, Demon's going for Lich, which
That's a
will
good
give,
call.
that'll give him 25% extra EXP. Probably
Yep.
then maybe head over to Volcano, because with that and all the extra trap tiles there, that might actually allow for some quick EXP grinding while on the way down to Vampire. Not Vampire, on to Carry. And if
Yeah.
they find a good trap tile early in the Volcano, they might just pop right back in there for the extra, quick grinds because of 50% bonus EXP.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Demon do a vanilla boss order here, Lich into Carry into Kraken into Tia, but we might see him pop into C just because it's right there in Elfland too. So it's going to be curious to see how Demon routes this out. But Demon playing super strong right now.
Probably maybe C next, but it depends on... I've not seen their exact levels yet, but it will depend.
Yeah. I have seen him checking spike tiles, so he might be looking for where he's going to get Chop up to at least 32.
Oh, agreed. And for those that don't know, for Black Belt, 32 and 42 are basically the two levels you want to look for in a Black Belt, because those are your two breakpoints at 8 hits and 10 hits respectively, and it's basically respectable if you get to 32 or 42 to actually be able to take out most things.
Yeah, 42 is basically the nuclear option for Topher. Like you're probably gonna get through it as long as you have a little bit of a magic support. So Demon grabs his bugle, aka the loot. Falconic joining us in chat brings up a good point and says Demon representing the vets very, very well. That I was about to raise this point. Rubes, Darren Dreiss, and Davis, all newer runners to this community. Darren Dreiss and Davis showing up just around the time of the spring tournament. Rubes showing up, I believe, during the spring tournament and the following Duck Derby. So new runners coming in, racing against the vets like Demon Frog, one of the fellas has been around here basically almost since the beginning, and they're trying to keep up with the vets. And Demon Frog gets that ribbon out of Earth 4. So our first runner to dive Earth 4 gets rewarded with a ribbon. But Darren, on the hunt, he's already opened all these boxes here on Earth.
And having that rod as well, I think we're going to see Demon and then Darren being the first two runners lighting an orb on stream, and probably, within a couple minutes of each other, you'd say?
Yeah, it's going to be really close between Demon and Darren. So, yeah, what I was getting at, these newer runners got up to speed, got these skills developed with sort of the help of our Duckling program. So on the Final Fantasy Randomizer server, we have a Duckling program. It helps newer players to the community learn the game, learn different tricks and routing tips, and they follow seeds that are with curated flags from our very own Duckling boss, Gregory Puff. But right now, Demon's just going to try to blow over Lich here with fades and punches, and we get the out of turn fast, but here comes the second fade. That isn't going to do it with only 86 damage coming. Fade low rolling. Darren going to grab his ribbon, find some galls. Demon, rookie mistake, uses Quad X on Lich. Would work on any other fiend or any other enemy that had fewer than 300 HP, but all undead resist the death element, so Quad X will never work unless you land X for first. But here comes Demon in the Volcano. So basically, if you're out there, you're watching this, you've never played FFR, you've never played the Final Fantasy Randomizer, hop on the Discord, check out the Duckling program. Gregory Puff, Ailmarkin, they're the brains behind the current Duckling initiative. They're more than happy to get you help get you set up, and it's a wonderful thing. And then kind of builds to a Duckling Derby twice a year, and it's just a lot of fun to watch. And kind of remember like when we were little ducks, just getting our feet wet in this game.
Speak for yourself. I never got to go through it.
Well, you were still hey, you were still. Whether or not the program existed when you went through,
I know.
You were still a new player at once.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Rubes, cheeky ice dive with that red mage tank.
I mean, we'll get to see if not it's worth it. I mean, if Rubes finds the key, then we will be in no mode as commentators.
Yeah.
Also, Demon ransacking the what we like to call the Volcano Armory.
Davis is rewarded with his Masa. Darren pulling Lich, who had nothing scary. I think we only saw one spell, and it was the slow spell. So Davis gets his chime.
Yep. Let's see. Ooh, Procate, but wait, 2 Procate -2s right next to each other. And was that a lock 2?
There's a lock 2 -2 sword. So there's our in-game lock answer. And here we go. Ice incentive is a crown.
As a positive note, they don't have to fight Astos. And it looks like Demon exited out, saved, went back in. We have Rubes not opting to check the rest of Ice Cave on that one.
Yep,
that might be good, might not, but agree with you there.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I mean, when you have a black belt, you are a little less encouraged to actually check items, but you have a decent team as well. So Darren stopping by the Melmond location. We'll have Rubes picking up their actual double Procate. Also, I don't know about you, but that lobster tile is looking at least for some quick EXP. Once we get that,
the stun touch is a little bit of a concern. That can sour our plans pretty quickly. Stun touch gonna kind of only way to really get around that is basically MDef, and you're only gonna get that through levels. So stun touch, if it lands on all your party members, you're basically just waiting for the game to let you go.
Harm 3 helmets, and they rolled high.
But we don't know if that's the I guess heal helmet. I mean,
heal helmet.
Davis will be able to equip them.
Yep, able to equip it on his knights. So yeah, that's pretty good for him on that one.
And if Darren promotes, that ninja will be able to wear it.
Oh, very, very true.
But that's about it. So Harm 3 is fine. I mean, it's if we had to full clear Ice Cave, it would be. Oh, and there's a second Masa for Demon Frog.
Wow. Just wow.
So second Masa located top left of Agama floor. So if Davis opens that box, Davis is going to be in a good spot here to potentially dive Topher before everyone else if he manages to sort of...
Also finding a Naga water tile.
Pretty good.
Which is actually some very good EXP.
Yeah, especially if you get the double Naga version, and they are pretty low. Looks like they're falling down to around 300, 350 HP. And everybody coming into the volcano now.
I mean, DBS taking both tiles on that one, coming back. Got all of his party to like level 20, if I noticed correctly.
Yeah, Davis he's got some pretty good levels. And Demon finds a spectacular spike tile in the Evilman and Nightmare. That's another good XP tile. And nothing
Also
too
having that
spooky on him.
25% extra from already have beating Lich on that one.
But Demon gonna check the oh, and Rubes gets his second Masa's. Gotta be pretty happy about that.
Oh, very true. You have a red mage, you have a you know, black belt. You got some good equipment there.
Everybody piling into the volcano. We'll see who plays fast and loose with checking boxes. Because
I mean, I'd say they're trying to sacrifice themselves to the volcano gods, but I think they want to actually go and take out that volcano god.
FFR versus the volcano. Alright, and Demon Frog gonna try to take out Carrie. So Demon Frog going for a second orb here. Pretty good pace for Demon Frog here. 45 minutes in, potentially 2 orbs lit. Let's see what happens.
Some fast swinging 8 hits, 488
Yeah,
damage. Yeah.
Carrie's not long for this world. Probably throw out a quad X now. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna fast the Masa wielding black mage.
Which is sort of glad they did, because that black belt went down fast. But
Wow.
got it done.
Heads up veteran move from Demon Frog. Saw the writing on the wall, knew that black mage or the black belt wasn't gonna make it, and doubled down, and black mage carried.
Yep. I'm always a fan of saying, never forget your mages. They can carry you on that one. Trust me, I have, and I'm sure you have as well, Caleb, had one of those mages literally carry you at some point.
And don't forget mages. Ha! Because you're mages. Alright, so Davis looks like he's burning off some encounters before going back into the volcano. Demon on his way.
Rube's actually on carry.
Yeah, so let's see how Rubes fares. Getting some preparatory fasts and swings from the black belt Masa. 4 hits, 315. We soaked that hit from Carrie on the red mage tank. Fast comes out, and now it's probably just be all melee. Throw a fade. Nope, we're gonna keep that red mage up. And
I believe that red mage might have a Masa, but
yep, the red mage he's got Masas in the top 2 slots. Throws out the cheeky stop strats. It's a bold play. Big swings here, and she goes down.
Ouch! That is quick on carry.
Davis skipped the top left Agama floor, so he's not going to have that second Masa.
Very true. However, having a knight with a Masa is good enough sometimes.
For sure. But if you could have 2 more.
Yes, you want 2 more.
I'm sure if he knew it was there, he would go out of his way to go get it.
I mean, if we were playing any of the games where you actually could have a character dual wield, you definitely would want 2 Masas.
Alright, and Darren and Davis are both on to Lich here. We get the TNT from the crown turn in, so that Ice Cave fetch continues. And Davis clears Carrie, and Darren Drice, I'm sure, will have her this round. And we're punching with the black belt. Oh, there's the Masa swing. Uh-oh. We're not doing enough damage on Darren's screen.
Let's see. Yeah, not a lot.
This is not a lot of damage. We gotta adjust here.
Oh, and there's the key. We are in no mode.
Yep. So we are broadcast booth. We are in no mode.
Also, the next thing is being able to actually check all those chests right now without having to return.
And Darren Drice is in it against Carrie here. We're trying to survive. We're throwing out fire 3s, getting that chip damage. We have 1 nuke. Fire that nuke. Nuke goes off 162. Carrie survives. We need more damage. Here comes a Fire 3. We need more damage.
Ooh,
Will this last Fire 3 get it done?
Caleb, crystal and a ribbon in the Corneria locked.
Oh, and Darren takes an unfortunate wipe to carry, and that feels bad.
Did they save their Massa 2 or not?
He did not, but he also hasn't gone to Ordeals yet to get his free Massa there, so...
And apparently also we missed the turn in on DVS's side because they apparently also have the key.
Yep. I was focusing on that carry fight that went sideways just to see if Darren could pull it out. The chip damage wasn't enough. Carry back rode the Black Mage and sort of blew up his strategy for that fight.
Which is always an ouch on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And money from Matoya. So we know where everything is. We know last times are going to be a dud. DBS is picking up some life 2 on that fighter. Sorry, on that knight and some saber.
The knight won't be able to learn that life 2 in the second slot.
Oh, you are right, good sir. Yep. You are right.
But saber and wall, that's enough for a man mode knight should our Topher dive go sideways.
That is true.
We're going to see what this crystal turns into. We know it's going to be a dud, but maybe it'll be a pretty cool dud. Maybe like fancy.
Money.
Pretty good amount of money. 4,400 bucks. I'll take it. It's nothing to sneeze at.
Early game, I would agree with you. I would 100% agree with you early game on that one.
And Demon grabs his crown. We know that will lead to his key, and once he buys that cube, he will be in go mode. He's already found 2 mosses. He's like, what if maybe there's going to be another one? Let me just come down, check this 6-pack. And it's a cabinet heel, silver armor, iron hammer.
I think they are trying to actually find a grind tile for that black belt.
It's curious they didn't check the frosty tile. So that's a free check once you walk across the ice damage tiles. Because you get the encounter on the tile right in front of the box, but anywhere you go, whether it's up or down, left or right, you're not going to get any other off-tile encounters. So if this was just a spike tile knowledge check, curious why I didn't check that one. As Darren Dries...
Oh, on Roop's side, they're going after Carry. Sorry, they're going after Kraken.
I love it. Let's go.
Ooh, and a cat claw. Ooh, and was that a... couldn't see on that one.
I like the play on Darren Dry's side. Firing Ice 2 against those water elementals. They are the one enemy in the ice cave. I'm sorry, in the water cave that are weak to the ice element, not the lightning element. Of course, apart from the ghosts, which you're going to want to use fire or harm on.
That is true.
Alright, Demon going to go check the spike tiles here in Northwest Castle.
Resetting out probably a mismenu or misinput.
Yeah, he looked like he forgot to talk to Astos.
And opting to not check those spike tiles yet.
Mm-hmm. Snubs the Raydorf once again. Boo this man.
I mean, it's the Hooray Dwarf. We used to actually have the old NPC guillotine before it was fixed. The Hooray Dwarf wasn't safe from that.
But we're playing on Alpha, so it's a fun percent setting now. You can either choose to spare or kill the Hooray Dwarf with NPC guillotine.
I mean, one of my favorite things was when they tested the, you were the one that rolled the seed where they basically were able to, NPC guillotine a Warmac, right?
It was... No, I wasn't around for that, but as I saw about that. I was a runner in the race where you could run from all the fiends. That was really neat. But here we go, Kraken 1 for Rubes. Lock 2 swords coming out. We got a wall firing off onto Ruby. Ruby gets punched. and is on a knee already. We're gonna have to cure 4, go back to punching. We're doubling down on cure 4s just in case Kraken gets any funny ideas. So there's a cure 4, and there's a cure 4, and you get punched again. So had the turn order been a little bit different, that would have been a really nice play for Rubes. But we're gonna cure 4 fade and fire off a quad X, getting it within that range and
takes it down.
Saving those spell charges. So Rubes, our second runner to light their second or their third runner, Davis with 2 orbs lit as well. So
yep.
But our first runner on stream to
take down Kraken.
Yep, and our tracker Shadowed Flames, letting us know that Davis caked the Lich. Gotta love it.
Yep, and ooh, we did not notice this, but DVS is actually in go mode.
Yeah, he was our first runner, and looks like the only runner to buy the cube, and he's gonna go. And Darren, did Darren get the cube? Because he's headed to Mirage Sky.
They might have. I might have missed it. Chat, help us out.
So, in chat, Falconic letting us know that it wasn't NPC Guillotine that got rid of Warmech. It was another experimental feature, save game when game over. They pulled Warmech wipe, and the game was saved. The game thought that Warmech was gone.
You are correct, Falconic. You are correct. And to be precise, yes, that is exactly what happened, though it did look like Warmech had been guillotined, even though he was not.
Looks can be deceiving, just like that steak sprite on Darren Drice.
I mean, I believe I was actually on the call for that one, and what was funny about it was my broadcast partner at the time, completely missed it and just like, wait, what? It was one of those like double take moments.
It's a lot of that, especially in these 4-player races. It's hard to see everything, so can't thank Shattered Flames enough for doing the tracking, and chat for being the backup trackers. And I do not see a cube on Darren Drice's screen, so we're just looking for steak in the desert. It's a weird place to look.
That is decent EXP on that one, and DVS is actually going through to the...
And Demon, I think Demon tasted that Masa 2 twice. It was like, but what if I can get a third one? Because he's opening a lot of boxes that Davis is just saying no to. So
I think
they were holding hands, and now not so much.
I think Demon, because they're checking some of the trap tiles, are opting to pick up those chests that are right next to those trap tiles.
Mm-hmm.
But also finding a sentry and this is what the other one is tile, but still decent enough. And ooh, DVS finding some rock gulls.
Yep, that's the Sharknado tile that Demon's about to check.
I am a fan of getting down some rock gulls. They actually are some decent EXP.
And rewarded with a flame armor. That's pretty good for Davis and Darren. If Darren ever checks that, that flame armor is really good armor for a promoted ninja.
I believe the ice armor and the flame armor are the ninja's top armors.
Yep. And if you can, especially if you can pair it with its counter shield, so ice armor with a flame shield, flame armor with an ice shield, you start overlapping those elemental protections, getting that extra resistance in lieu of a ribbon. It can be pretty nice. Create synergy. And now Davis has got the chest checking bug. As Darren, maybe Darren, this was intentional, and Darren was trying to get down to black belt white mage and just trying to get bodied by some Ankylos here in the desert. Or not. We're resetting out of them. We're looking for steak.
I can only guess that it is a very early stake in the encounter cycle. So, and considering that Tyros are some of the best overworld EXP, I do not blame Darren at all.
And while Davis and Demon are fighting over a pair of gloves and the Sharknado floor, Roops is on his way to light his third orb, so Rube slowly inching. I'm not going to say ahead because this is still anyone's game. We have no idea what this clamped 110% to 250% Topher, but Rube's getting a little bit closer to that Topher entry as Davis and Demon Frog continue swimming around digging for chests here.
And trying to gain some EXP.
Mm-hmm.
I did not catch what Rube's actual black belt is at. 411. Do you happen to know the?
He's probably like in the mid-20s, I would guess.
Might be going for that walking grind then.
Yeah, you can't. It's one of my favorite things to do. It feels better to me, like not here in Earth Cave, but definitely Mirage Sky and Sea Shrine feels really good to do a walking grind through. That's a lot of good XP, basically just up for grabs, and
especially with that massa equipped to that black belt, you're more inclined to actually just do a walking grind because you can take down, and also the fact that you don't have the damage in the hits.
And Rubes, with that loot, knows that he's in go mode once he buys the cube, so he's literally in the same position as Demon Frog as far as key items go. They both have 2 orbs lit. And Darren tries doing the overworld dinosaur grind. He's trying to get on the floor. Everybody doing dinosaur.
Yep, and getting them down at level 20 and 21 respectively.
Thank you for putting up with my bad jokes, mages.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Caleb. You heard some of mine. You've heard some of mine. Some of mine are just like, oh, really type of bad ones. So yeah, don't worry about it.
No one's complaining in chat yet. They haven't come from my head, so okay. But here comes Lich. Lich is, we know,
not long for this world.
Not at all. So swing from the Masa, 3 hits, 301. Swing from the other Masa, 4 hits, 216. The Lich catches a microwave to the face for 107 damage, and we're gonna get the out of order fast. So we're gonna switch to what we do. Oh, we're gonna do the double fast. Here comes Lightning 2. Lich trying to put up a fight. Switching from the fade. Good damage there. Yeah. It's a bold strategy considering that the red mage did 301 damage with the swing, the cap for fade 320.
Also, Rubes is our first runner to have 3 orbs lit.
Yep, and here he comes buying that cube, hitting go mode, and I would imagine beelining right for Mirage Sky as Davis gets ready to pull Kraken, and Demon Frog still dealing with these rock goals, looking for some levels.
Yep, is looking for levels 22, 21, basically around 22, I'd say, for the entire board.
Yep.
We'll take.
Yep, so low 20s for Demon Frog, and Rube's on his way, so
we shall see. We shall see.
Rube's in a very slight lead here until Davis takes down Kraken and evens up the call here.
Also finding that Tyro fight on that one.
Okay, so Rube's level's about the same as Demon Frog's, early 20s. He's 22 on that black belt, so actually got a good look at his menu screen there. And Davis having a little bit of trouble here with Kraken's got the black mage in the front row to protect that knight, and Rube's skipping all the boxes. First 2 floors of Mirage, spike tile, just the Hydra, so no secret.
We'll still need to try to grind some, unless they're going to try to go into Topher with the current levels, but that's a little cheeky on that one.
Well, if we have fast, we've got Mossas, we might not need to get that black belt that high. You know, we got the level 8 temper, so that's less than ideal, but with fast and we have Saber on the red mage, I mean, we might be able to pull we might be able to pull this together if Topher will not terrible.
Yes,
and we get a good walking grind here through Sky. Maybe pick up we get to level 25, 26. But
agreed with you. Also on DPS's side, they have also lit their 3rd orb. So
Yep.
head to the sky right now.
And I like Rubes taking this fight. Gurnaga's great experience. 1500
Also,
there.
getting a bunch of extra EXP up to 75% thanks to
Yep.
those 3 orbs. Now, is Warmech forced tonight?
I believe Warmech is vanilla. Let me double check them flags. That's my flag. Checking music.
It's cool. It's cool.
It is a vanilla Warmech, so
Get your blessed RNGs in chat, everybody.
I don't think we do that anymore. But we'll get the
Same thing.
Get
Same
them.
thing. Get whatever the equivalent to that would be now.
Let's do the take RNG.
Or just pull out a die and just roll for it, but still.
Yeah. Dark Moon, our restreamer. Big shout outs to Dark Moon for restreaming us here on Randomania. All hail Lord Cluck Cluck. Big robot chicken. The sentient deep fried chicken. Davis checking less than greater than. Hoping for another masa. And here we go. Bridge of Destiny time.
That is. Sadly, but ooh, stop weapon. Also another pro cape.
Stop plus 4x. Pretty good. Not a Massa 1 good, but Rubes chugging through this sky cave. Didn't open anything but the incentive box, and I think is a 4 greed chest. So making quick work, and we're gonna see it. But Tiamat has in store for him once he gets through these mud gold sorcerers.
Which actually is a very good EXP.
Ooh. Did Demon wipe out of that rock gold grind, or did he exit out?
I did not see.
Ooh, that looks like he wiped out. Everybody's levels look kind of where they were.
Chat, did you see that?
That feels bad. I was too busy watching that Bridge of Destiny, but I'm almost confident that he wiped on those rock goals.
That is going to hurt if that did happen.
Yeah, thank you, Tom Strafe. Appreciate the clarification.
Ouch. That is... You don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's...
After a grind, that's going to put you on tilt. You are not going to be happy about that one.
No. And Darren, with the right play there, getting the Hooray Dwarf, but Rubes putting in work on Tia, who punches the black belt for about 250. We're going to cure forward that back up, and we're going to fire off a ruse on Frog. Here comes the Invis 2, ratcheting up that evasion. Punch, 6 hits, 7 hits, 67 damage. We got to on that gas pedal.
Also, as a positive of having large access to Cure 4, and looks like Demon's going for the shock dolls again.
And throwing out some locks now on Tia. Getting 12 hits with that black belt. Nuke for 175. Tia's got to be getting close. We're out of nukes. We got some fades. Let's throw those out. We're going to keep throwing locks with the black mage. Another
and
punch.
we got 10-251.
Ooh, down goes the red mage. Fade coming in for 101. Tiamat's got to be close. Maybe throwing a cheeky quad X. No, one more lock. I don't think we're going to get that evade any lower, but 124 on a punch. And down she goes. All right, so our first runner, Rubes 00, lights his 4th orb. Davis hot on his heels. We got ourselves a race. Now, if you're Rubes, do you go find a grind, or do you just try to dive Topher?
He has exit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like actually going back. He's got a grind tile.
Is he going back for the Iron Galls?
I mean, the Iron Galls are a decent one. Also, I was going to say, with having exit, if you find a good actual Topher, early Topher, tile, or not even tile, but just early, Topher encounters, you could just grind off of them, exit out, save, and go from there.
That is true. The walking grind through Topher is definitely a play that you could make, but Rubes, I mean, he's got the 4-orb advantage. So on the
100% the XP.
yeah, so his XP's doubled. So if you're gonna grind, now's the time to do it. And there he goes. All right, so get them iron goal facts in chat. My iron goal fact is as good as the biggest iron goal.
I was going to say that Spellzap has yet to drop the Iron Goal championship title.
I almost had it.
Oh wait, he is racing right now, right?
He's defending his title right now against Will Bloodworth.
So that might be incorrect. And did Will force him to actually do a solo character?
I believe they're racing a Thief White Mage seed.
So Will
looks like
standard.
my stream is hiccuping. I got everything paused on me.
And as Darkmoon points out, if left out in the rain, they become a rust golem.
And while my stream is reloading, we did have our first finisher off stream, Mr. Ailmarkin. So GG's to Ailmarkin, finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, 46 seconds. GG's to Ale.
Probably made a lot of the big brain plays, and I wish I knew what he chose for a party composition.
Well, we got him in chat. So, Ale, what'd you take for your party comp, man? You're forced to black belt, black mage. How'd you fill in the gaps there? As Davis taking on Tia 1, taking the double red mage. Bold move.
I can't complain on that one. Did you find the second Massa?
Yeah, we found 2 Massas so far. Awesome. Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, black belt, double red mage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Davis lights his 4th orb. Got pretty good levels, 27 for the knight and red mage. He might be okay to go into Topher with those levels in the 1 Massa. Question from chat, where was Temper? It was level 8 in Gaia. And Darren throwing out the Brax on Kraken. And we're trying to reboot my commentary stream here.
It's not just you.
Oh. Let me see if I can just jump onto the Randomania stream. I'll just call the action a little bit behind.
Oh, we're back.
All right.
I was gonna say I'd have to pull out my phone because my PC and that type of stuff is. But it looks like DVS is actually trying to check the. It's actually checking the Topher trap tiles and the chests that were locked.
You got to. Awesome. And our restreamer just letting us know that all the technical issues are solved. So thank you so much for doing that. Really appreciate it. And luckily it looks like Davis is going in. So Davis, our first runner in at 1 hour, 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's get a look at Topher.
I mean, with that knight, Ken actually managed to go the full 3-man strat. Has a good party to do that with. Red mage, black mage, and a knight. Yeah, that's a good choice.
So Ailmarkin has a riddle for us mages. How did the bridge end up loose? Well, the bridge is never incentivized. It is a key item as it counts towards XP gain, but it is not a key item that can be incentivized.
That is true. I mean, it technically has been incentivized before, but not in the current version.
That was many randomizers ago.
Yes.
So Rube's got the levels he wanted off them iron goals, and now it's time to promote. So he's going to do some administrative tasks here before diving into Topher. Davis.
Also, we'll have to punch down a certain dark elf.
Yeah, he's gonna get the fun news here that I was Astos all along. And here comes Davis rounding the corner, gonna throw himself at the Lich 2, and we're gonna see what Lich 2 can do.
Is Litz going to be his usual speed bump, or is he going to actually be a certain another word?
Alright, well, we're gonna go with weight, so full on disrespect. Vorpal swing, 4 hits, 168. Masa comes out, 4 hits, 363. So we've hit that vanilla floor.
You found the Vorpal?
He found a Vorpal -2. I'm assuming he found it in one of the random boxes he checked in Sky. And down goes Lich 2. So Davis, 5 fights to go. Or, sorry, four fights to go here. Carry 2 can be problematic.
Also running into some Agabas, managing to get away. Also on Rube's side, picking up that Lock 2, and on DVS's side, let's see, swinging with that Mesa, few hits, 60 damage, I believe. Vorpal hit 64.
To get the swing before the fast, you hate to see it. Here it comes. We're gonna fast the Red Wizard now. Lightning 2 is a free round. Fast comes out when it should. A fasted Vorpal, 5 hits, 67. Fasted Masa, 6 hits, 138. This carry's got a lot of absorb and a good amount of evade. So yeah, we're going to switch to locks and hope that that Vorpal can start critting. Masa comes in, 7 hits, 253 with a crit.
Nuclear!
Carry has other ideas for mags, and Nuclear takes out the Black Mage. We are in all offense now. 7 hits, 72. Quad X is going to get us a free round. 8 hits, 394, and we're still in it. Nuke, and we're in panic mode here as Davis
in man mode.
Gets through, but does not have a life spell.
No, he does not. Has Cure 4 though. So, could try to man it out.
Nope, he takes the reset.
I personally would have actually used that exit to at least get out of there with the levels.
Yeah, that's a good call. That would have been a good call. Alright, and Demon Frog is got some levels onto Chop, and we're ready to fight Kraken now as Darren is on his way to Ordeals to get that Chime. And we have a second place finisher, Fryteeth, coming in second with official time 1 hour, 16 minutes, 15 seconds. So GG's to Fryteeth, another one of the newer runners to the community, showing up and just doing his thing. Gotta love it.
Very, very true.
And down goes Kraken to Demon Frog, breathing a sigh of relief. Lost a lot of time with that wipe. Feels real bad, but now it's time to go to Sky Cave and finish this as Davis is back through the loot plate. I'm sorry, the bugle plate. Rube's heading to Lefane. Looks like we're shopping for magic. We want to make sure that we're fully prepared before we go into Topher. And if Davis bounces off carry 2 again, I wonder how we adjust if we're Davis. Alright, polish it up. Yep, definitely picking up Ruse for the Red Wizard. So that's a heads up play there for Rubes. And Lich 2, once again, we know that this is just all offense. We're going to fight, fight, wait. Ooh, Darren finds vampires with lightning 3. I don't think anybody else has seen that yet. So that's pretty scary. Especially when we get to that Tiamat floor. If we run into that big pack of vampires and whiz vamps, if lightning 3 just fires off a bunch of times, that can be devastating. Alright. So Davis coming back to carry here. Let's see how he makes an adjustment. Group's checking the validation boxes. Doesn't really come up with anything that looked like... I missed what was the left box, but I didn't see him in his menu changing anything around it. You can see a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of nerves showing for Davis here, trying to figure out what he's going to do. Knows he's got to melt Carrie's evasion, so lock coming out right away. And now comes the fast, and we're going to start dumping stuff into that knight. So 7 hits, 138. We're going to need to do a bit more damage than that. We know this Carrie has a good amount of health. And we know that some nasty stuff is coming. So we're going to swing with the Vorpal. 7 hits, 276 is better damage. Here comes Damasa, 4 hits, 127. Another lock, 2 sword. Continuing the assault. Heal 3 coming out. We know the big damage sweepers are coming. Heal 3 going to help prepare us a little bit for that. 4 hits, 115. Lightning 3. Big roll there for the Black Wizard, 170, followed up with an immediate nuclear. Black Mage goes down. We need to carry to go down quickly. And 8 hits, 8 damage. Vorpal not getting it done. Cure 3, Lightning 2. So that's a free round, but we need more damage. And there it is. 8 hits, 225. We're through. We have a life caster. We can fix this, as Rubes is on to Lich 2 with that big black belt. Not gonna have, maybe not have the problems that Davis has had with Carry 2, as he's already on the Carry 2 floor. So we got a race here between Davis and Rubes, as Demon Frog taking on Tia 1. Probably wish he was doing a little bit more damage, as Damage Poison comes out and takes out the Black Mage. Carry 2, Ford Rubes. We're going full offense, just balls to the wall here. Invis 2, but the White Mage going to throw out a nuke, and we've got clap back from Carry with the Lightning 3. Fast onto the Black Belt. Perfect timing. 10 hits, 350, and here comes a nuke to follow it up. So about 460 damage done. Not as big of a hit as we could have wanted, so we're going to double back to the Invis 2s, throw out another nuke. What are we going to do with the Black Mage? Throw out another Invis 2. 13 hits, 372. So it's like 700 damage into Carry. A nuke fires off. 374. Big unresisted nuke roll. Carry's set at about 1,000 damage. Kraken 2 pulled for Davis. Keep an eye on that. Invis 2. Rubes persevering. Demon Frog lights his 4th orb. He's going to be headed to Topher. And we're missing on Kraken. And Viz 2's coming out for Davis. A big hit there for Rubes, and Carry 2 is down. Davis and Rubes on the same floor. Oh, and Shadowed Flames Tracker pointing out that Darren just realized that he did not have the cube, so gets bonked off the plate and has to come back. It feels bad. I think it happens to everybody at least once in their FFR quote-unquote career, and you kind of see a little bit of nerve showing for Darren now with the wobbling around there. And the black belt is down for, I'm sorry, the black belt's been down for Davis. I got a little worried when I saw the top melee was asleep for Davis. And here we go, chugging along.
Very, very true. Very, very true. What happened to Demon? Sorry, I looked away for a few minutes to check something.
Demon is taking down Tia and prepping for his Topher dive. Need a count?
And we got Rubes on Kraken 2 and DVS on Kraken 2, so this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, we got the Black Mage down for Davis, so we need the... Oh, big hit from the Vorpal. Big hit from the Vorpal. If Falconic's still out there, you might have a believer here with Davis. But there's that big vampire pack.
It makes him a believer.
We avoid the Lightning 3 parade, and here comes Blizzard from Kraken 2. And we're gonna gotta keep that damage coming fast coming out. Fire that nuke, fire that missile. Nope. Big punch from Kraken takes out the Black Wizard, and Demon Frog finds a pack of bad men. Davis pulling Tia too.
Let's see, opting for some Invis, opting for some Invis 2, opting for some Saber.
I like it. And he's got the black belt up, swinging the Lock 2 sword just to
I'm
melt.
surprised that Ale didn't just straight off use the Lock 2 spell, but ooh.
Well, Ale was the black belt, and he had the Lock 2 sword, so didn't have. So I like the play. You got 90 HP. You're not going to survive the first round likely. So if you get the free lock off before things.
Yep.
But here comes Rubes already onto Tia 2. So big punch there on Ruby and takes the black belt down to 216. And we're just not getting damage done for Davis here. 6 hits, 164.
10 hits, though. So, yeah, this is going to hurt a bit.
Ooh, and down goes the life caster for Davis once again. And now we are in full-on man mode. Vorpal swinging, hold A and pray. Lightning 2, big swing. 6 hits, 157.
I mean, does have the
6 hits, 397, but 10 hits from Tia. Zap comes out. We were 3 hits, 4 damage. We need get that Cure 4 off, buddy. And we get the turn order. Cure 4 gets us through. Another swing, 4 hits, 84. We're in trouble. And there's the nuke. All right, so looking back to Rubes, and Rubes is down. The black belt is down. We are in adjustment time.
Rubes does have that second Massa, if I recall.
Yep, he's got 2 Massa swinging, but 4 hits, 4 damage from the White Wizard isn't going to get it done. Let's see what this Black Mage can, this Red Wizard can do.
I mean, that will help. Tia coming out with Fire 3, Nuke coming out for a little bit of damage, fast coming out on that Red Wizard. So you're going to see that Red Wizard start to swing soon.
And Darren looks like he's struggling to get some levels up here in the desert outside Mirage. Demon taking care of business, but with not the easiest of efforts here, but gets through gets through Carrie with the White Mage up, and Life 2's the party back up, so...
Sorry about that, I accidentally hit the mute button on my headset.
So Demon Frog's Dive survives as Rubes is chipping away here at Tia 2. Ice 2 rolls through, not too bad, we got some walls and ribbons off. So we're going to keep the heal 3s coming, and we're going to keep swinging, and the Cure 4 is going for stop strats.
Ineffective though.
Fasted Tia now, we're in trouble.
7 hits, 180 some damage.
Going back to the stop. You need damage coming out. You gotta fire that nuke, or the fades. You're not gonna need 7 Cure 4s.
What are the odds of stop actually working on Tiamat too?
Probably 3 and 256. I don't know the math like that. 8 hits, 200 damage. We're breaking through. We need something. Going for the Quad X.
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
Quad X comes out, and it's ineffective. But Fade coming out, so we will see an extra... Oh, going for a swing.
Oh, and down goes the Black Mage. So keep fighting, keep fading.
Keep holding swing.
Another swing.
Fade coming out, 145. Swing. Oh, Cure 4.
Okay.
Got it down. Got it down. Rubes has
Let's go,
got down
Rubes.
tier 2.
Let's go, Rubes. Give me a heart attack, man. All right, so we've got everybody awake, and no lit 3 vampire pack. So
also Darren is going into Temple of Fiends as well.
yep. So
We've
Darren,
got to update the orbs on that one, but I think everybody in chat knows that they're there. And Rubes is at Chaos. Do you want to call this one, Caleb?
sure. So let's see. We're gonna start out. We're gonna fast up the red wizard. We're gonna back up fast the black belt. That makes more sense. We're gonna throw some invis 2, and we're gonna throw ruse. Yep, we're gonna get ruse off on frog. Invis 2 rolls up. That's 1 of 6 stacks of evasion that will get us to evasion cap. Frog is now halfway there with that ruse hit. 16 hits. We're already doing damage. Let's step on that gas pedal. We don't need locks. We're doing damage. We're doing work. And I think that damage surprised him, and he doesn't know how to react now. So, like, let's all offense. So I would even dump that temper, fire that temper off into the black belt. Oh, we're gonna play safe. Ruse it up. So Frog is now 5 of 6. Another hit there, 16, 108. So big absorb there for Chaos. So we're gonna need
Bane,
crits. Here comes Bane. And we lose the red caster.
We lose one of those 2 sources of massive moons, but,
yep, but we've got the black belt for this. Yeah, we've got the black belt for this. So we're going to double down and make sure that won't happen again. And we're going to throw a wall onto the master. Stop comes out ineffective.
I mean, one punch, man. That's all I need.
We'll see. And we're looking at what we're going to do. We might just want to wait with that black wizard in the future, save a little bit of time, dump that temper into the master. Here comes a swirl. Now that black mage has something to do. He can throw some heal 3s around. And we're going to fast up that white wizard. And throw that heal 3, man. And we're going to punch. And we're going to fade. So fade comes out 142. Lightning 2 rolls through. Doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, 84 damage on the black wizard doesn't feel great. We're doing a little bit of chip damage there with the ice 2. 16 hits, 786. That's a big punch there. That's encouraging. Throwing fades. I like it. 155. And it looks like Demon Frog has bounced off Tia 2 and is immediately rediving as Darren Dries rounds the corner for carry 2. Davis focusing on his grind. Here comes the fades, the heal 3s. Wizard has a job. Ice 2 comes out. Another big roll there on the black wizard. Punch, 16 hits, 750. We are approaching that 250% ceiling of HP. And Quad X, it's a free round. Ice 2, more chip damage, 29. Here comes Davis back into Topher. Fade for 123. Another punch, 16 hits, 469. Get them GGs in chat as Rubes terminates
Chaos
for our first place on stream, third place in the race. GGs to Rubes. We're going to see if we can get him in here for an interview. So Chaos, pretty big. Not too scary, though. So not bad. It looks like the combo of Tia and Kraken, once again, the gatekeepers of Topher.
I mean, they do what they can do.
And we are joined by Rubes. GG, Rubes. That was a awesome run, man.
GG's.
How are you feeling? If you're talking, you're muted, buddy. Might not be ready yet. All right.
Does happen.
Davis taking on Lich 2 once again. Demon Frog coming up on Lich 2, and Darren struggling against Carry 2. Cure 4, punch, and through. Okay, so Darren keeping the dream alive. Well, this is gonna be tight if everybody stays stacked up on top of each other like that. And Rubes, if you can hear us, just let us know, man. Looks like your microphone's still muted.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
It happens.
Yeah, GG, Rubes.
Thanks.
Yes,
Yeah.
So, what were your thoughts on that? The forced party at the Black Belt and Black Mage.
Well, I was basically hoping for anything but Thief, and I figured as long as I got either a black belt or a fighter, I'll just do melee rainbow. So
Yeah.
I was fine with that. And then the spell book came out and seemed to favor white magic a little more.
Yeah, the white mage was definitely pretty powerful in this seed. Are you comfortable? Have you played a lot of mixed spellbook seeds?
A couple.
So,
I just try to remember, what slots go where and everything.
Yeah. So how long have you been in the FFR, like the racing community now?
I want to say a couple months. I joined a little bit before the Duck Derby.
That's awesome, dude. You've come a long way for just a few months, man.
Thanks.
And Davis looks like bounced off of Carry 2 once again. Must have lost the life caster, and he's got to be feeling some level of frustration here. As Darren is on to Kraken 2 in a pretty good spot. Lost the Black Mage, but we're through Kraken 2, so with the ability to pick that Black Mage up. So a couple months before so you said right around the time of the Duck Derby. So did you actually participate in the Summer Duck Derby?
I did. I did 3 of the 4 races. One of them I was unavailable for.
Okay, I was gonna say if you had done the Duck Derby at the fall or winter Duck Derby, the next one that comes around, like, you're gonna be the big duck on the pond, man. They might not let you race.
Well,
I mean,
putting up times like this.
There are some really good racers who didn't finish in that top 8 or 10. So I don't we'll see.
Yeah, all things considered, you're in a race here. I don't want you to sell yourself short where you're racing against some people that have been around since like the beginning of the game, and you put up a hour 33 and a not easy free seed. It's pretty good, man.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, so did anyone else? Did everyone else have any problems getting over across the world like I did? Because I forgot to bring a save item.
Oh no! Oh no! We saw a couple people. We saw one runner forget to buy the cube. There's little things like that where it's just you get to racing, and there's something different about a restreamed race versus a pickup race that happens in the Discord, and the nerves ramp up, and you think you do something, or it's just like it just goes out of your brain. But
it's one of those things. It's the term brain fart.
Yeah, and Cyrenus off stream is finished in 4th place with official time of 1:38.36, and Cyrenus is another one of those. Big GGs to Cyrenus.
Yeah.
So Cyrenus, another one of those really good runners that I'm gonna need some pro tips on how to beat him. Dude always beats me. It's not fair.
I saw Ale and Fryteeth finished way ahead.
Yeah, Ale was finishing up as most people were just prepping for Topher.
We asked Ale what the party composition they did was, and that was Black Belt, Double Red, and the Black Mage.
Yeah, so he brought the Double Red. So Darren Dryce in a pretty good spot here against Tia 2, and every time I say it, Tia 2, his fiend goes down. I'm just like, it's like, okay, he's been fighting him for
oh no,
what happened. Wipe?
No,
I
I think he reset.
I think that was a reset boss. Unless it was the exit boss. I need to see his menu. I need to see his menu.
Having to buy stuff.
That may have been the exit boss.
Oh god, didn't they actually put a double check on the
He might have.
you want to exit?
He might have spammed through it. Oh no.
I
There
have
is a
done that
double
before.
check on exit, yeah.
I have done that before,
Ah,
but yeah, that's more of a. Sometimes you were still spam through. Thanks, Cyrus, for pointing that one out.
yeah. If somebody
ew.
wants to go back and look at the VOD real quick, see if that was a reset or exit boss. Because if it's exit boss, I mean, it really, really sucks, but at least you keep the levels
Yeah.
that you gained on your way through. If it was a reset, that just... I mean, kudos to Darren for jumping back in. Like, that probably would have... Yeah, I think it was exit boss because the orb was gone.
Yeah, and also I think one of the characters was down, so yeah, I think it was exit.
Wow. Man, that feels bad. He was... I mean, we
well,
didn't
now
see
you just got to
anything...
go back through it and see if he can beat everybody else. And when he does, that'll be very impressive.
It will be. So, Darren, coming back through, and you can see a little bit of the nerves, and he exits back out and is gonna collect himself as Demon Frog pushes through Tia 2 and makes his way to Chaos. Oh man, that feels so bad. I mean, I'm tilted for Darren right now. Like, it's one of the worst feelings in the world. As Demon pulls Chaos, what's our approach here, Demon? We got the White Mage up front. We're going to throw a fade. We're going to punch. We're going to fast that black belt. We're going to start dumping Invis 2. So punch before the fast. 6 hit, 6 damage. Invis 2 rolls through. Fade pops off for 137, so not terrible. Fast, and here comes a Bane. And everybody but the Black Mage survives. And we needed that Black Mage. That was our invasion. So now what do we do? What do we do, Demon? Where Stop comes in and stops the White Mage. We're punching again. 11 hits, 200. 4 hits, 4 damage with the Masa. We're going to need to ramp up our damage output here. Another punch for 216, so all told about 400 damage so far. A little over. Another swing there, 4 hits, 4 damage. 12 hits, 124. We're at about 500 damage into this cast that we know is at least 2200 HP.
I wasn't keeping track. When I just saw the 700 hit come out for me, I was like, okay, I got a chance here.
Yeah, and there's another big hit there for 172, but we need bigger hits. So maybe switch to... Oh, we're keeping the fast and fade, or I'm sorry, fade and cure 4 on the same slot. 12 hits, 382. Quad X comes out. Cure 4 on the White Wizard. Swing another 4 hits, 4 damage. Just not getting any crits. And the preemptive cure 4 just heals 40 damage. Another hit for 72. So we're sitting at about probably 1,000. So we're halfway there. Chaos isn't doing anything too nasty. There's a crit for 123. There's another hit for 113. So the Moss has shown up. That was about 450 damage that round. So we're sitting about 1,500 now. Big hit there. 12 hits, 404. Getting close to 2,000 HP. We're getting closer. We're going to keep those cure force pumping in. Swirl rolls through. Big damage on the Red Wizard. 4 hits, 4 damage. 12 hits, 95. We're probably right around 2,000, maybe 2,100. I'm going to keep those heal pots. Cure 4 onto the Red Wizard. 12 hits, 167. That probably gets us close to 2,200. So we're at that floor. So any big hit now will take down Chaos. about 2,400, about 2,500 damage so far. This Chaos could have a lot of HP. Ink is going to give us a free round. 12 hits, 116. We're fasting the Red Wizard now. Now we're thinking with Masas. 3 hits, 3 damage. Fasted Masa. 8 hits, 8 damage. Nuclear is going to make us ramp up our damage output. Or want to. So 445, we're at about 3,000 damage. So this Chaos is very thick. 8 hits, 8 damage. Another swing here for just 113. It's about 3,100 damage into Chaos. We're going to switch it up to heal 2s. And Davis is on his way. Going to deal with some big worms first. Punch for 12 damage. So we need a big hit here. Swing for the Masa. 8 hits, 102 takes it down. Demon Frog taking 6th place with official 1 hour 45, 51 seconds. And off stream, Luffy Di Vitale finished in 5th place with a 1 hour 43 minutes 19 seconds. So get them GGs in chat. We'll see if Demon Frog wants to talk about it.
Grab the cane out of the corner and just drag him in.
That Chaos is just so thick and just absorbed everything.
And Davis looked like take another wipe out of Topher as Darren back onto the water floor. And
going for some revenge.
Demon Frog, GG, sir.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good to
How
see
are
you.
you this evening?
Oh man, am I rusty? That was not good.
Good to see you back in racing, though, man. Get shaking that rust out. So, we saw you with the rock goals and mermaids. What was your thought process going for the grind with the 2 orbs lit versus waiting till you had all your orbs lit up for the orb XP?
I already felt behind. It was pretty deep. I thought I could pull it off. I didn't think to heal between fights, and that bit me. And I think I overestimated the scaling. I was thinking I would need 32, so I was looking anywhere I could for a grind pile, and that was kind of the best that showed up.
Yeah, I think Rube showed us probably a better one, but it was the spike tile and ordeals off the mud goal tile. It was iron goals.
That's one I usually. I don't do black belt much. I should have checked that. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah, and they didn't have that much. They had under 200 HP, I think. So they were definitely ripe for the kill on.
Yeah. So, Demon Frog, you're coming back. So you said you felt behind, man. What if I told you at that point you had the orb lead, and you and Davis started checking boxes all over the Sharknado floor, and we're basically fighting rock goals for those gloves in the top left box as Rubes was coming through and clearing down to Kraken. Like it was kind of fun to watch. There was all this route convergence, and we're seeing chest checking versus just blitzing through. So you weren't necessarily behind at that point.
The chests was more because I knew there was a bunch of trap tiles on that floor. I didn't really care what was in the boxes. If something juicy showed up, sure. But I'm like, you know what? I know there's at least 3 different tiles on that floor. Let's go check everything, grab some boxes, and
that's what I was thinking on that one. That since you were there, you checking tiles, it was just I'm here. I'm going to pick these up because they're greed chests technically. Then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, yeah, it was fun. We saw the team announcement for the fall league. Said, "Oh, if I'm doing that, I better start now." Kind of, like you said, knocking that rust off.
Yeah. So
I have not even read the stuff on that one yet.
So speaking of that, are you thinking about firing up the fire engine and get back on the Trash Island Fire Department?
There may or may not be some plans in the works.
All right, so Darren drives through Tia 2, did not lose to the exit boss this time, and he's doing the victory lap. You earned it, buddy. So Darren was, as you were pulling Tia 2, Darren was walking to Chaos and exited out through his menu. So lost to the exit boss there, but here we go. We're going to fast up that black belt, and we're going to figure out what we want to do with the rest of it. There's a wall, and Bane. Oh no. Turn order.
Oh god. I looked away for a second. Oh god.
So we what's our backup strategy? It can't be Lightning 3. We're going with Brack.
Does right have
I don't think he had.
Massa?
I don't think so. Because he's leaning on Brack. We're gonna fire a few more Brack charges, and I don't know. If I were him, I don't know if I would have the energy to do this again. So we'll see what he's got. Brack coming out. Maybe we'll get lucky. 3 and 256. Basically 1% chance that this Brack will hit. Down goes the Black Mage. Lightning 2 gives us another free shot at Brack. Ineffective. One more time. Drum roll. No. And ink. So now we're just back to fades. We know this Chaos has well over 3,500 HP. We do not have 35 hits of fade to make this a sure thing. And we're out of them. So fire 3, we're just going to keep that damage rolling. Quad X, we got a ribbon on at least.
Oh, just toying with him now.
Yeah, there's the nuclear, and with that, Darren has forfeited from the race. You can't blame him.
Yeah, that Chaos. It was like, oh, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. Oh, nuclear. Never mind, he is bad.
All right, we're gonna see if we can get Darren to come in here and talk to us. I'll totally understand if he doesn't want to. Oh, Darren's here. Darren Dries. GG, man. If you're talking, we can't hear you, bud.
Sadly.
As Davis taking on Kraken 2.
Is that better?
Hey,
Yeah,
GG, Darren.
GG's.
Thanks, guys. That was a learning seed.
So, clarify. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the exit boss and not an accidental reset on your first Topher dive.
Yeah, that was buying exit before life too, so I just hit it and got excited.
Oh.
Don't worry, you're not the only person to ever do that or warp out from a fiend. Trust me, I think we've all done it at some point.
It just, yeah. I mean, the bright side there is that it was an accidental exit and not an accidental reset, so at least you kept your level progress through Topher.
Yeah, the extra spells went a long way the next time through.
Yeah, and I think had you got better turn order on that Chaos fight, you probably would have gotten through. You had the levels that you needed. It was just Bane gonna Bane, and you know, unless you take that black belt to like 48, it's not gonna have Bane and Death basically. But
yeah, I think Wall hit the very next turn.
yeah, it was it felt really bad.
That's alright. It was a fun seed. It was really fast, and I knew I was in trouble once I went to Earth and didn't find anything, and then was in the air shortly after that.
Yeah, we did find Demon Frog. I don't know who else may have found it, but there was a ribbon on Earth 4.
Yep, I found that one.
Okay,
I was looking for grind tiles.
Yeah, you did find that. Did you find the second Masa?
No, I found one in Ordeals.
Okay,
I did find a second ribbon, though.
Oh, nice. Where was...
Second Massa was in the 5 chest room Agama floor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right.
Yeah, it was in the spike tile box.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was skipping boxes by that point. I don't remember where the second ribbon was, but it must not have been too far out of the way.
I had it as well. I don't recall where I got it though.
Did we find it in Canaria locked? Like in one of those?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the only ribbon I found. Glad I
And
had it.
Davis finally gets through Tia 2. Lets us know that there's nothing here. There's nothing to see here. You're all free to go home. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay.
Can't stay here.
Yeah, that
All right,
Tia
Davis.
hit like a truck.
Mm-hmm.
I kept like, I had I think 6 Invis 2s. I'm like, all right, I need to,
Yeah.
I want all of them for chaos, but I'm not making it through with all of them.
And Davis, I appreciate you, bud.
What? Continuing order for forfeiting.
Yeah. I think this is his 4th Tiamat fight. I think he bounced off Tia 2 3 times.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, he's been in here for a little bit now. Probably shaking some of the salt off here, or maybe he's getting up and running to the restroom. But
Maybe refilling a drink. Maybe just shouting. I could just imagine him just like,
Davis,
hands up in the air, just like screaming loudly.
Davis usually keeps it pretty. I mean, pretty chill. So
Yeah. Maybe he's getting another Yingling. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. So Darren, with we were talking a little bit with Demon about it, and well, Rubes, we didn't actually talk to you about it either. We talked about the Duck Derby with you. With Darren and Rubes, I'll start with Rubes first. What are your thoughts with the upcoming the fall league that's going to be starting up here in about 6 weeks?
Yeah, I saw that. I would definitely be interested in that. It's just going to be a matter of time for me, because between job and family and whatnot, it's not always going to work out. So we'll see.
You don't need those. FFR can be your job.
Tell it to my wife.
Of course, there's a lot of that in the community. That's why we appreciate so much when the volunteers can show up and do this stuff for us, like Dark Moon with the restream and Shadow Flames just doing all the tracking for the past several weeks, basically every race. I think Shadow's trying to take Danny's job.
I think they said that they were trying to go for basically an FF1R achievement on that one.
And Davis is pretty confident there's nothing here, but takes a couple steps and yeah, there's nothing here, and then there's Rockall, so there's something here. Darren, what are your thoughts on the upcoming fall league? You gonna jump into the pool? You just gonna hang out and watch it as a spectator? Where are you at?
I'm pretty excited. I definitely want to jump into the pool. The league is actually like the first league that they did was when I found the randomizer.
Oh, during the 2018 league or like last summer's?
No, 2018.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
At that point, I was traveling for work and wouldn't have been able to stream anything off from hotel Wi-Fi after a 14-hour day, but it would have been so much fun to do the league.
Yeah, well, we're hoping that the league's going to be a blast. They got a bunch of different, I mean, especially with the diversity of options for the game now. Like, it's going to be so much different than even just last year's league, the on-rack summer vacation. Like, it's going to be night and day compared to that.
I missed that one, but I think I was in the 2018 one, but even I don't remember that one.
Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't here for the 2018 one. I joined the community right around spring tournament 2019. So I was watching though. I was watching them all on YouTube. So if you're out there watching this on YouTube, you could be just like us. All you gotta do is join the Discord and get settled in. FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. You can get the link to the Discord. If you want to play with the alpha features or the beta features, it's just beta.FinalFantasyRandomizer.com or alpha.FinalFantasyRandomizer.com as Davis prepares to take on Chaos. And Bane rolls through and doesn't get anyone, not even the level 5 black belt. So just to rub salt in the wound, Darren, that black belt resisted, that master resisted the Bane, but that feels bad.
Yeah, that's horrible. Did anyone find a decent grind tile anywhere?
Rubes found
Not what we saw, I think.
iron goals and ordeals on the mud goal tile.
I'm so jealous of that tile.
We also found the waters and Naga tile in
No.
Yeah,
Naga's
Demon,
in
did you wipe on that one too, Demon?
Oh yeah, they got Death Touch. The waters had Death Touch. That's why I was terrified.
I missed that one, but no, the Iron Gall tile was the one room in Ordeals no one checks?
Yeah, the mud goal tile.
That's where it was.
I'm okay with going with steak and wings off the second encounter. Then that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bounced off of Tia 2. I went back in off of a soft reset.
And Chaos is trying to keep Davis from finishing this. We're already down 2 party members. We knew the black belt wasn't going to last long, but the black mage already down. So we're doubling down with fasts on the red wizard now. So we got Masa and Vorpal strat swinging. Masa on the knight doing work. It's like 800 damage. Another swing, and we're just waiting. Oh, no, there's the Vorpal swing. It does Vorpal thing. 6 hits, 53 damage. We need those crits to come through. And we're going to pause and think and just probably hit that fight button.
The old hold A and pray.
Yep. And, yep. Ooh, there's a nuclear come through, but it doesn't do too much. We can heal out of this, but got the evasion. 10 hits, 1,042. So another hit like that, and Davis is going to have it. So 44 damage from the Vorpal. Here comes an ink, and there it is, 878. GG's to Davis. Get them in chat. My man earned it. We're gonna get him in here whether he wants to talk to us or not.
Definitely earned it.
That was a wild ride, and so while we're waiting for Davis, just want to thank everybody again for coming by and watching. This is the return of the community races following the co-op tournament as it's in the finals here. And it's going to be every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern here on Randomania. And then Thursdays, I think they're doing them on Speed Gaming, and it's going to be,
That would be a Speed Gaming one. I believe it's 9 or 10.
I think it's a little bit later. I think that one starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. So,
plus we also have would you call it a weekly now as far as the hardcore division for the Iron Ball?
Yeah, I would say it's not always restreamed, but again, if you join the Discord, and there's usually a multi-Twitch link that goes out with the hardcore Iron Goal stuff every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. But speaking of hardcore, Davis, how you doing, man?
GG's, man. GG's.
GG.
Just to interrupt briefly, guys. The Thursdays are going to be at 10:30.
Oh, thank you so much. So Restreamer clarifying that Thursdays are going to be 10:30 Eastern on Speed Gaming. So thank you so much, Darkman. But Davis, I want to give you a hug, man. That was.
Oh God, that was miserable.
Hey,
Caleb, hold on, Caleb. I understand you at a deeper level right now. Did you enjoy my controller completely flipping out after Tia 2?
No,
I didn't notice that.
I saw you hang on nothing here, and I thought like maybe you're taking a bathroom break or refilling a drink.
No. The bathroom break happened after the first time I died in Topher. When nothing here was on, literally the last 3 rounds of that Tia 2 fight, my controller was stuck on A. So it just A and prayed the entire last 3 rounds of that.
Are you using a USB SNES controller?
No, I'm using a PS4 controller that was Bluetooth, but I think it ran out of battery because I've been playing games all day.
Okay, yeah.
But I am so lucky that Tia 2 went down, and then I had to open Task Manager to close out my programs and then open them back up. So
wow.
Yeah. If Chaos didn't go down, that would have. I don't forfeit, but it made me want to.
Yeah, that's a big. Personal connect. There's that happened. Yeah, that was the end of my spring tournament this year. Was the controller just didn't want to stop pushing A. So that's But kudos to you, man. You finished. You raced. You were the only runner on stream to opt out of the black belt and take the fighter. So talk me through that.
I wanted Ale to take a nap the entire game, and I refused to divert from my commitment.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I guess Ale did get to take a nap. Got to finish the season basically early.
Yeah, like, well, he joined, like, I mean, it's weird because, like, I don't know why, but, like, he and I have never raced head to head, and I just have this like oh, he always beats me kind of a thing. So he jumped in like last minute, and I was like, well, there goes my chances. And he came in first, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, Ale's gonna take a nap for the rest of the game. So,
I mean,
but no, he's an awesome runner, and he's done a lot with the duck program. So I think that's why I enjoy trying to give him a hard time.
As my co-op partner that never was, I can confirm. Ale, good dude.
Yeah, I mean, so why did I not go with a black belt? I honestly just didn't want to. Like, you know,
better reason than that.
I mean, I didn't find any great grind tiles going through. My routing at the beginning, I took chances, but all of them ended up not working. So I think I lost a bit of time. Like, you know, deciding to go off to Melmond and Titans and Sarda before Elfwind and Provoca and stuff. You know, tried to follow things where they led me, but it didn't end up working out. And I honestly did not want to do the black belt. That's why I did it.
I think you were in a position, like, you and Rubes were very close. I think you were the first. Rubes was the first to light 4 orbs, but Rubes went and did the Iron Goal grind and ordeals. You were the first runner on stream to enter Topher.
Were the Iron Gulls in the
they were the mud goal
4-pillar?
Yeah, they were in the mud goal. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't find, like, I never checked that. Probably something I should route in.
I think everybody doesn't check that one unless unless they know they can't make it through ordeals or in co-op.
Yeah. Magius, I was thinking of you as well as I was doing my second to last dive. The number of times we've come together and someone gets that encounter without healing up. You always remind us. You always heal up after you get an encounter. And I could hear your words in the back of my head as I got my.
I mean, I have made so many dumb mistakes in the randomizer that essentially it's just the okay. Here's what not to do. Here's what not to do. And I try to fast forward that info because once you've made a mistake in this kind of stuff, like always make sure to slowly, do your menuing after so you don't accidentally exit or warp out.
Yeah.
So, talking about exiting and warping out of here, I want to get out of here, give Randomania their channel back, get Dark Moon the rest of the night off.
And so let's move over to the
so I was going to get final thoughts and then plug the Iron Goal race that's happening on Speed Gaming between Will Bloodworth and Spellzap. But Rubes, first place finisher on stream, final thoughts, man.
It was a heck of a fight there. Those last 2 bosses in Topher were a pain, but I definitely enjoyed running it, and thank you guys for doing comms and restreaming and tracking.
Absolutely, dude.
Good time.
Strong showing, man. And second place finisher on stream, Demon Frog.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm not used to using black belts. It was fun to kind of forcing myself into doing it. Knocking the rust off. Looking forward to the fall league. I love league and OSV with the crazy seeds or crazy flags week to week. So hopefully I'll be a bit of a threat come that time.
Nice. I'm sure you will, dude. Darren Dreiss, our third runner to finish their race, but not. I mean, you did. You were our third person here, so.
I took the Caleb route out. I had to forfeit once I got done. No, but it's, you know what, if you're watching this and you think it could be fun, or you feel like banging your head against the wall once in a while, definitely check out FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. I'm so glad that I did it in November. It's a great community and it's been a lot of fun and just, something to learn. An old game that has tons and tons of things to learn.
Yep. It's an exercise in perseverance. You aren't wrong. And speaking of perseverance, TVS, bring us home, man.
Yeah, I mean, just to go on what Darren Dreis said, you play Final Fantasy Randomizer, really any game, to have fun, and you play it your way, and you enjoy playing it your way. Like I didn't want to do a black belt, and when you get to the point where you're done, forfeit. It's fine. The point is to have fun. It's an awesome community, and if you want to see some real determination, just watch Will Bloodworth play basically anything, and
6
he'll give you a good lesson.
A single thief. 6 hours of a single thief after the first fall tournament's actual match, because he flat out chose to do a single thief versus the 4 thieves.
Yeah, that's why I love running against them. Good dude.
So with that, as always, big thank you to Randomania for hosting us on these weeklies. Big thank you to Shadow Flames for doing the tracking. Thank you to Mages for stepping up and volunteering to do commentary with me. Mages, take us home, man.
Until we need to light the 4 orbs again, thanks for watching.